everything else looks all right. I mean, the main thing with making sure you keep your, your club face open, everything, and not closing it or anything, depending on where you want to be. It's about gripping it like you normally would, but with an open face instead of rotating it open.
Right.
Because sometimes when you rotate it open, then when you swing through, it just closes automatically.
Yeah, I understand that. Okay, I understand that.
But the main thing is.
But how much? Basically, how much depending on to open? Just a little bit.
It doesn't. I mean, you don't. There's not a correct amount. I mean, the more you open it, the higher it will go. So over here, you got a little bit of a lip, and it's a short shot, so you maybe open it with more. It's all about.
So it's for the height. They open it for the height.
Yeah, you have to practice and you have to understand how high, how high you're, when you open it this much, how high you hit it. There's not going to be a perfect, formula for that. Okay. But it's all about, if it's a shorter shot and you don't have as much green to work with, I would open it more. Okay. But if you want to hit a lower shot and you have a lot of green to work with, I wouldn't really open it that much. Okay. But the key is, having that face square to that target, so whatever that is for here, and then kind of having your body open to that. And then in this situation, you don't really have to dig your feet in, but you want to get a solid base, level with the ball. That's why you would dig in, get level with the ball. Okay. But for this short of a shot, it's always about acceleration, like you said over, the chipping. It's all about acceleration. So for some, if you would watch me for a shorter shot, it's just very short with acceleration and going through. And the closer you hit to the ball, the more spin you'll impart. Okay. Just because, that's normal, like physics, anything like that. The closer you are to the bar, it's going to grab the ball and spin it back. Okay. So, depending on how much sand you want to take out, that would kind of answer your question of sand, how much you should take out.
Depending on
the more you take out behind the ball, the more it's going to roll back.
I got you. Okay.
But it's, all about, finding that right distance of swing for the shot and having an idea, maybe if it's this small with a little bit of sand, or maybe it's this amount of sand you want to take out. Right. But knowing that you got to accelerate through that tinier swing. If I want to hit it hard or farther, the more swing I would take. It's the same speed. The speed didn't change. Right. It's just a longer swing.
Right. I got you.
How I would normally hit a punch shot, very similar to a chip, just a longer swing. As we were going through the chip, farther back in our stance. Okay. Very brisk, kind of a sweeping motion swing. So we want to keep those wrists kind of locked in, a little bit of shaft lean forward. Okay. But it's all about kind of just keeping them locked and not moving them too much. I mean, depending on how much space you have, you can do more wrist hinge. But what's going to help you keep it low is if you keep those wrists sunk through. Okay. But you can play like any other shot shape, here.
So whatever club, whatever you're comfortable with, is hitting a low punch shot.
Exactly. I mean, here, if you wanted to, you could hit, a 3-iron, 4-iron. It would be very, very low, depending on how hard you got to swing softer as compared to maybe a 7-iron, which is what I would normally probably use in this situation, which is what I have right now.
And by keeping your angle correct, that's how you can keep it lower.
Yeah, shorter swings, not as fast swings are lower are automatically. Then not having that motion, adds speed and everything like that, will keep the club face, closed down, so it'll be less lock on the club. So having that shaft lean, and then by not, digging into it as much, it will stay lower. But here, I think my mindset here is plenty of room right. I mean, even left is pretty. There's tons of room. So I'm going to try to hit something low that lands in the fairway and goes right to left.
But you're not going to try to land it on the green.
Exactly. I have a 7-iron. If I land it on the green, it looks like it's going to go over. So I want to get something just short of the green. Maybe 4 or 5 yards short.
Because you got some kind of hills and up and down hills.
Yeah, and those will kind of get in the way. But I wouldn't plan on hitting it into the hill or anything like that. I just kind of plan on getting it rolling and get it a good roll to get up there on that top shelf, because that's what our plan is. Right. The way this green is, that top shelf with that slope in the middle, we just want to be there. That's our goal. Right. So just ball in the back of my stance, kind of think of that sweep motion, get a good feeling of where I want to land it and how much swing it's going to take me to get to land there. We'll see if we can't get on the top shelf. A little bit left, but as you can see, a little too too hard, too low, over the green. So the key is, you know, kind of having an idea of how you hit your punch shots. That was too much. Stems from probably me trying to play that right to left shot, having too much of a closed face. Went way too far. Let's try again. This time I'm going to do a straight face. Do a little bit softer. Much better. There you go. It's trial and error. It comes with practice as well. But that's kind of what we want to do. Just have about halfway and let it roll up there.